Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving deep into the story of the 1976 Washington quarter, the Bicentennial quarter, and what makes a certain no-mint mark version worth over $1 million. Old footage of 1976 celebrations. Cut to coin close-ups. First, a little history. The 1976 Washington quarter was issued to celebrate America's 200th birthday, the Bicentennial. Instead of the usual eagle on the back, it featured a colonial drummer and torch, a patriotic redesign. Most of these quarters were minted in massive quantities, over 1.6 billion, so why are some worth pennies? And one worth over $1 million. Here's where it gets interesting. Most 1976 quarters were made at the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints. Coins from Denver have a D mark, San Francisco has an S, and Philadelphia traditionally had no mint mark. But the key here is the rare error version. A no mint mark quarter made of 90% silver that shouldn't even exist. In theory, silver quarters were only struck at San Francisco as proof coins. But a small number of silver planchets may have accidentally been used in Philadelphia, without a mint mark. These are the ones worth a fortune. In recent years, one of these extremely rare 1976 no-mint mark silver quarters reportedly sold for $1.3 million at auction. That's right, one quarter 25 cents, turned into over $1 million. Of course, not every 1976 quarter is worth that, but even slightly rare ones can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. So here's how you can check your own 1976 quarters at home. It should read 1776, 1976. The reverse should have the drummer boy design. Look on the front, just beside Washington's ponytail. That's your first clue. Check the edge. If it looks silver all the way through, no copper core. It may be 90% silver. Weigh the coin. Silver quarters weigh about 6.25 grams versus 5.67 g for clad coins. Get it tested or graded. Professional grading can confirm authenticity. Not every no-mint mark quarter is rare or valuable. Most are regular Philadelphia coins made of copper nickel. So don't assume you've hit the jackpot without testing. Avoid cleaning the coin. That can lower its value dramatically. Always consult a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC before you sell. Here's what 1976 quarters are going for today. As of mid-2025, type mint mark condition EST value regular clad D/, no mint circulated 25 cents. $1.50 silver proof S uncirculated $5. $20 no mint mark silver, error. None graded up to $1.30 million. If you think you've got something special, here's where you can sell. eBay, start with research. Look at sold listings. For rare and graded coins, local experts may spot value. Great for getting free opinions. Check your coin jars. Ask your parents or grandparents. That old quarter sitting in a drawer could be a fortune waiting to be discovered. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might have old coins stashed away. And if you want me to review a coin live or make a video on another valuable piece, drop a comment below. We're diving into a coin that's caught the eyes and pockets of collectors worldwide. The 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, this humble quarter could be worth a staggering $1.3 million today. First, a quick refresher. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 and has been a staple in American pockets ever since. By 1965, these quarters were still very common, but they usually had a mint mark, a tiny letter indicating where they were made, D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But here's the kicker. The 1965 quarter was supposed to have no mint mark at all. That's because, starting that year, the U.S. Mint stopped putting mint marks on coins to discourage hoarding during the coin shortage. However, the 1965 no mint mark quarter you see in circulation is just a regular coin and worth face value. But the rare no mint mark error coin we're talking about today is different. It's an extremely rare variety, where a mint mark was supposed to be there, but it's missing because of a minting error. This subtle flaw makes the coin incredibly valuable to collectors. So why the $1.3 million price tag? The value comes down to rarity and collector demand. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, and each one is a perfect storm of minting history and error. For collectors aged 30 to 70, who may have inherited old coins or found them stashed away, this could be a hidden goldmine. The scarcity of this coin means every serious collector is eager to get their hands on it, driving the price through the roof. Back in the 1960s, the U.S. Mint faced unprecedented demand for coins, especially quarters. To combat hoarding and a national coin shortage, mint marks were removed in 1965, and the metal content was changed from silver to a copper-nickel mix. However, sometimes mistakes happen in the minting process. The no-mint mark error in 1965 quarters occurred when the coin's die, used to stamp the design, was missing or had an incomplete mint mark. These error coins slipped through quality control, making them incredibly rare. On a regular 1965 quarter, there should be no mint mark at all. But the error coin's missing mark is often a subtle, incomplete imprint where the mark should be. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the area near the eagle's tail feathers on the reverse side. Coins in pristine condition, with minimal wear and clear details, are worth far more. Now, let's talk dollars and cents. The current market value for a genuine 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter error in top condition is around $1.3 million. That's right, over $1 million for a quarter. If you think you have one, here are some tips before selling. Have the coin professionally graded by trusted services like PCGS or NGC. Authentication boosts confidence for buyers and ensures you get top dollar. Check recent auction results and market trends. Serious collectors or specialty auction houses are the best places to sell rare coins. These coins don't come up for sale often, so timing matters. Some lucky sellers have turned a small collection into life-changing cash thanks to coins like these. One collector in Texas, for example, found a rare 1965 error in an old box of coins and sold it for over $1 million. Stories like these are proof that your forgotten coins might be worth much more than you think. If you're sitting on a box of old coins, don't overlook the possibility of rare finds like the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter. It could be your ticket to an unexpected fortune. Take the time to check, get them appraised, and if you do find this rare coin, congratulations. You're holding a piece of history worth millions. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and share your coin stories in the comments below. Have you ever discovered a rare coin? I'd love to hear about it. We're diving deep into one of the rarest and most valuable U.S. coins, the 1967 no-mint mark Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, some of these coins have been valued at a staggering $1.5 million on the market. Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million. So, what makes this particular quarter so special? And could you be sitting on a small fortune right now without even knowing it? Let's break it down. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Since then, it's been a staple of American currency. But in 1965, the U.S. Mint stopped using silver in quarters, switching instead to a copper-nickel-clad composition, which continues today. The 1967 quarter was part of that copper-nickel series, and almost all of them were produced with a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But a very small number were produced without any mint mark at all. That's what we call the 1967 no-mint mark quarter. What is a no-mint mark coin? Most coins carry a mint mark that shows where they were made. It's usually a small letter under the date or near the rim. But for this quarter, the absence of a mint mark is a huge deal because it indicates a rare error or limited production. And rarity often means big value. Because no official 1967 quarters should have been minted without a mark, the few that exist are believed to be errors or extremely limited issues, and that's why collectors are willing to pay huge sums for them. Now, here's the most exciting part, the value. You might have seen stories or auction reports stating that a 1967 no-mint mark Washington quarter can fetch up to $1.5 million. While that might sound unbelievable, it's true for some coins, especially those in pristine, mint state condition. But don't get too excited just yet. The coin's condition is everything. If it's scratched, worn, or damaged, the value drops dramatically. Also, there are many fakes and replicas out there, so authentication by a professional grading service is crucial before you try to sell. How to identify and authenticate your 1967 no mint mark quarter. Here are some quick tips. Look carefully under the date. Is there no mint mark at all? Remember, 1967 quarters should have either a D or an S. Examine the coin for unusual features like double dies or other mint errors. Get the coin appraised and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This step can confirm authenticity and significantly increase your coin's value. If you've got a coin that checks out, here's how you can maximize your sale. Avoid quick sales to just anyone. Do your homework. Use reputable auction houses or professional coin dealers. Get multiple appraisals so you know the fair market value. Be patient. Rare coins often take time to find the right buyer. To wrap up, if you have a 1967 Washington quarter with no mint mark, don't just toss it or assume it's worthless. It could be worth more than you ever imagined, potentially up to $1.5 million. But remember, condition and authenticity are everything. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and comment below if you think you found a rare coin in your collection. Who knows? Your small change might just be a gold mine. We're diving into the story of the 1982 D Washington quarter, and why one of them reportedly sold for $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. One quarter, $1.6 million. First, let's start with the basics. The 1982 Washington quarter features George Washington on the front and the American Eagle on the back. That year, it was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Today, we're focusing on the 1982 D, which means it was minted in Denver. Look for a small D mint mark right next to the date. It's tiny, but that's your first clue. In 1982, something unusual happened at the U.S. Mint, and that's where the value story begins. 1982 was a transitional year. The U.S. Mint was struggling with rising production costs and switched from using coins with mint marks stamped into them to ones with changes in composition and finish. A lot of quality control errors slipped through, especially with quarters. Some 1982 D quarters were struck on planchets meant for other coins. Others were missing design details, had weak strikes or double dies, and a few extremely rare ones were struck without a clad layer, exposing the copper core. They're the ones collectors are after. One extremely rare specimen, in pristine condition, was sold for $1.6 million at a private auction. But here's the catch. Not every 1982 D quarter is worth millions. Most are only worth face value. But if your coin is in mint state, meaning it's never been used and looks almost perfect, you could fetch anywhere from $30 to $500, and even more with the right error. Here's a quick breakdown of potential values. 25 cents to $1, $20, $200, 5, 0, 0, 0, $20, 0, 0, 0 plus 1 sold for $1.60 million inch. So yes, while the $1 million quarter is the rarest of the rare, there's still real money in your pocket change, especially if it's in good shape or has a known minting error. Want to see if your 1982 D quarter is a winner? Here's what to do. Must be 1982 with a D. Missing ridges, blurry letters, weird edges, or off-center designs. The better the condition, the more it's worth. Sometimes errors are tiny. You can have it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. Okay, let's say you hit the jackpot. Where do you sell it? Online auction sites like eBay coin dealers or pawn shops, but do your research. Big-time auction houses like Heritage Auctions Local or national coin shows, or directly to collectors via trusted Facebook groups or forums. But be careful, there are a lot of scammers in the coin world. If someone offers you $10 for your $10,000 coin, walk away. Go check your change jars, old dressers, or that dusty box of coins in the attic. The 1982 D Washington quarter is just one example. There are dozens of coins from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that could be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Would you believe a regular-looking 1986 Washington quarter could be worth up to $1.5 million today? That's right, one simple coin sitting in your pocket change or old drawer could be worth a fortune. Today, I'll show you what makes this 1986 P quarter so valuable, how to spot it, and how you can check your own coins. The Washington quarter has been part of American pockets since 1932. In 1986, over 550 million quarters were minted in Philadelphia. Those are the ones marked with a P. So how can a coin that's so common be worth over $1 million? In 2023, a 1986 P Washington quarter reportedly sold at a private auction for $1.5 million. Why? Because it wasn't just any quarter, it had an extremely rare mint error, possibly a double die obverse combined with off-center strike, and graded at a near-perfect MS 68 or higher by a major grading service like PCGS. MS stands for mint state. The higher the number, the better the condition. MS 60 is good, MS 65 is excellent, but MS 68 or above. That's museum-level quality. If you're digging through your coins, here's what to watch out for on the 1986 P quarter. A bold double image on Washington's face, especially the eye, mouth, and lettering A misaligned or off-center strike, very high shine and no signs of circulation for MS 68 or higher. A perfectly centered mint mark, unusual features like clipped planchets, broad strikes, or even a quarter struck on the wrong metal. Any of these could push the value from 25 cents to thousands or more. You don't need fancy equipment, just a magnifying glass, good lighting, and a little patience. If you're unsure, take clear photos and use coin forums or even send it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. Mail-in grading might cost $20-$50, but if the coin's worth thousands or even millions, it's well worth it. Not every 1986 P quarter is a jackpot. Most are only worth face value. But a clean, uncirculated MS 65 version can sell for $20 to $50. A high-grade MS 67 might bring $500 or more. Rare error varieties have sold for $1, $000, $5, $000. The ultra-rare $1 million coin. It's one of a kind, but it proves these treasures do exist. If you think you've got something special, don't clean the coin, it can ruin the value. Take photos and post in coin collecting communities for opinions for high-value coins. Use certified grading services, sell through auction houses, eBay, or a trusted coin dealer, not just a pawn shop. Speech ballooned, drop a comment below if you need help identifying your coin. I reply to all. Coin collecting isn't just about money. It's a way to preserve history. Many people in their 30s to 70s have coins passed down from parents or grandparents. And some of those coins, like this 1986 P quarter, might just hold a hidden fortune. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin tips, and share this with someone who might have an old stash of quarters. Who knows? They could be sitting on $1 million. Keep checking your change, treasure could be hiding in plain sight. We're diving deep into what collectors are paying for, what to look for, and how you can cash in on old coins that might be worth a fortune. The 1987 Washington quarter was minted in the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark on the coin's front, right next to George Washington's ponytail. That year, over 655 million quarters were struck in Denver, so at first glance, nothing about the 1987 D seems rare. But that's the catch, it's not about how many were made, it's about what went wrong with just a few. What makes one 1987 D quarter worth $1.5 million? It's usually because of a major minting error or a unique variety, and in this case, experts believe it's a combination of both. Some collectors claim that an ultra-rare version exists due to a double strike error, off-metal planchet, or a dramatic die clash, extremely rare events during the coin's production process. These types of mistakes are accidents that become collector treasures. Only one known example is said to be graded at the highest condition, MS 68 or better, and contains an ultra-rare error, making it a one-of-a-kind piece that fetched a price over $1.5 million in a private sale. If you've got a 1987 D quarter, here's what you need to look for. Located on the obverse, front, near Washington's ponytail. Double dies, extra images or letters, off-center strikes, planchet errors, wrong metal, smooth edge, etc. Die cracks or cuts. Coins in mint state, MS65 and above, are much more valuable. You can check these with a magnifying glass, but for serious evaluation, you'll want a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A typical 1987 D Washington quarter in circulated condition is worth just 25 cents. But in uncirculated mint state, they can sell for $10 to $25, 200 plus, extremely rare, potentially thousands to millions depending on error and rarity. The $1.5 million coin? That's the unicorn. But even if you don't have that one, a high-grade or error coin from 1987 could still earn you hundreds or thousands of dollars. Here's how to sell it smartly. Don't clean the coin, it lowers the value. Submit it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Compare listings on eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections. Visit a local coin shop or dealer for an initial opinion. Sell at auction. Rare coins often get the best price at major auctions. So, is your 1987 D Washington quarter worth $1.5 million? Maybe not, but don't count your coins out just yet. With the right condition and error, your pocket change could become life-changing. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. We'll be covering more rare coins that could be hiding in your drawers right now. Do you have an old quarter sitting in your drawer, coin jar, or tucked away in a box somewhere? What if I told you one specific 1992 Washington quarter with a tiny D mint mark is worth over $1.4 million today? That's right, just 25 cents turning into a life-changing payday. Hi there, and welcome to the channel where we help you uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and incredibly valuable 1992 D Washington quarter. This coin, minted in Denver, that's what the D stands for, has become a legend among collectors. But don't run to your change jar just yet. This isn't every 1992 D quarter. We're talking about a very rare minting error that makes this coin so incredibly valuable. So what makes this coin special? It's called a close AM variety. That means the letters A and M in the word America on the back of the coin are almost touching. This design wasn't meant for circulation in 1992, but a few mistakenly made their way onto Denver minted quarters. That mistake makes it a holy grail for collectors. Usually, quarters from 1992 have a wide space between the A and M. But if yours has the close AM design, you could be sitting on a seven-figure fortune. Back in recent years, a verified 1992 D close AM quarter was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. The buyer? A private collector with a passion for rare U.S. mint errors. Imagine finding that in your pocket change. That's not just lucky. That's life-changing. Flip the coin and look at the back, where it says United States of America. Focus on the A and M in America. Use a magnifying glass or a smartphone camera. If the A and M are almost touching, congratulations, you may have struck gold or, well, silver. It's also a good idea to look for clean strike details and minimal wear. The better the condition, the more it's worth. If you think you've got the real deal, don't sell it at a pawn shop or online marketplace just yet. You'll want to get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can verify whether it's the close AM variety and grade its condition, which heavily impacts value. Important tip: never clean your coin. Even a little rubbing can lower its value dramatically. And here's the kicker: the 1992 D close AM quarter isn't the only valuable coin out there. If you have coins like the 1970 S small date penny, the 1983 double die reverse cent, or the 1999 wide AM penny, you could also be sitting on hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Your pocket change could be more than just change. It might be a gold mine. For many people, coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's a hidden opportunity. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have old coins passed down from parents or stashed away in jars, it's worth taking a closer look. Subscribe to this channel for more tips on spotting valuable coins, how to sell them safely, and real stories of people who cashed in their old change. Comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're going to check your 1992 quarters tonight. Who knows, you might be the next lucky one to turn a 25-cent piece into $1.4 million. Did you know a regular-looking 1993 Washington quarter with a tiny D mint mark could be worth up to $1.5 million today? Yes, you heard that right. One of these little coins could be hiding in your pocket change, coin jar, or old drawer. And if you're like many of our viewers aged 30 to 70, now might be the perfect time to cash in. In this video, I'll show you why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and what makes it different from the others. So, if you're sitting on a collection of old coins, you might just be holding a fortune. The 1993 D Washington quarter is part of a series minted in Denver, as marked by the small D under Washington's neck on the front. Normally, these coins are only worth 25 cents, maybe slightly more to a collector. But there are rare errors and unique qualities that have sent the value of a few 1993 D quarters skyrocketing. In one case, up to $1.5 million at private auctions. But what could make a 25-cent coin worth that much? It all comes down to minting errors, ultra-rare high grades, and demand from elite collectors. Let's break it down. Here's exactly what you need to look for in your 1993 D quarters. Look for a crisp D on the obverse side, under Washington's ponytail. That stands for Denver Mint. These are misprints from the U.S. Mint. Some 1993 D quarters have doubling in the lettering or off-center strikes. Others may have been minted on the wrong metal, like a dime planchet. If your coin has zero wear, super shiny surfaces, and sharp details, it could be graded MS-67 or higher. One of these near-perfect coins sold privately for over $1 million because of its flawless strike. Not sure what your coin's grade is? Don't worry. We'll get to how to have it professionally appraised in a moment. Now, let's address the million-dollar elephant in the room. Has a 1993 D quarter really sold for $1.5 million? While public auction records don't officially list a 1993 D quarter at that price, private sales between elite collectors do happen. One such ultra-high-grade specimen with a perfect mint error and MS-68 plus rating is rumored to have sold for that staggering amount. Your coin may not be the $1.5 million one, but if it's in great condition or has a rare error, it could still be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Alright, if you think you've got a rare 1993 D quarter, what do you do next? Don't clean it, never clean your coin. Cleaning actually lowers its value significantly. Get it graded, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate your coin and assign it a grade, the higher, the better. Get an appraisal or offer check with online marketplaces, reputable coin dealers, or auction houses. Sites like Heritage Auctions and Great Collections specialize in high-value coins. Decide how to sell. You can sell online, at a coin show, or through an auction. But be sure to work with reputable buyers. Avoid quick cash scams. A 1993 D Washington quarter might just be worth a fortune if it has the right mix of rarity, condition, and error. 1993 D mint mark error or misstrike MS-67 or higher verified by PCGS or NGC. If you're sitting on old coins, maybe from your parents, grandparents, or your own childhood, it's time to dig them out and take a closer look. That small piece of change could be your big payday. Did you know a simple pocket change from 1995 might be worth over $1.4 million today? Yes, we're talking about a Washington quarter with a tiny D mint mark that could change your financial future. If you're 30, 50, or even 70 years old and you've got old coins sitting in drawers, this is the video you must watch till the end. Quick background on the coin. Let's talk about the coin in question. The 1995 D Washington quarter. This quarter was minted in Denver. That's what the little D under the eagle on the reverse means. Millions of these coins were made, but not all are created equal. While most are only worth 25 cents, some rare ones are worth thousands, and one is said to be worth over $1.4 million. Why is this coin special? So why would a 1995 D quarter be worth a fortune? Simple, rare minting errors, flawless condition, or a combination of both. The high-value versions often have Double die errors, off-center strikes, clad layer missing or are in a near-perfect condition, graded MS 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC. These ultra-rare coins are prized by collectors who are willing to pay top dollar. The $1.4 million coin rumor, truth or hype? Now let's address the elephant in the room. Is there really a 1995 D Washington quarter worth $1.4 million? The truth is, maybe. While no official auction records confirm that exact price, private collectors and dealers sometimes make off-market deals, meaning the $1.4 million coin could have traded hands quietly. What we do know is that top-condition 1995 D quarters have sold for over $1,000 to $3,500, and error versions can go much higher. How to identify a rare 1995 D quarter? Look for the D just under the wreath on the reverse side. Coins must be clean, shiny, and uncirculated. No scratches. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on letters or numbers, missing layers, or off-center images. If it's unusually heavy or light, it may be a misprint. If your coin looks strange or too perfect, it could be valuable. How to get it graded? If you suspect you have a valuable coin, do not clean it, that will destroy its value. Instead, put it in a soft holder or coin flip. Contact a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Submit the coin for professional grading. They'll check for authenticity, condition, and value. Once graded, your coin can be sold for its true worth, and sometimes, that's where six-figure or even million-dollar offers come into play. Where to sell your valuable coin? Online auction sites like eBay, only for certified coins. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Local coin shops, but get multiple offers through forums, Facebook groups, or trusted referrals. They often underpay. You want market value, not a quick buck. Real success stories. There are real people just like you who've struck gold with pocket change. One man found a rare quarter in an old coat pocket and sold it for over $4,000. Another woman inherited coins from her father and discovered a rare error quarter worth $12,000. The lesson? Don't ignore those old jars, boxes, or inherited coin collections. They could be your hidden treasure. So, do you have a 1995 D Washington quarter? Go check your change jar, and don't ignore that D mint mark. It could be the key to a small fortune or maybe even $1.4 million. Like this video if you found it helpful. Drop a comment if you have a coin you're curious about. And subscribe if you want more videos about rare coins that could be worth a lot of money. Do you have a 1997 Washington quarter sitting in your drawer or old coin jar? What if I told you that one rare version of this coin is worth up to $1.6 million today? Yes, you heard that right. $1 worth of change could change your life. I end this video. I'll explain exactly what to look for, how much it's worth, and how you can check if you have this rare treasure hiding at home. First, let's start with the basics. The 1997 Washington quarter features George Washington on the front, or obverse, and an eagle with outstretched wings on the back, the reverse. Now here's the important part. The P mint mark just behind Washington's ponytail tells us it was minted in Philadelphia. Millions of these coins were made, over 595 million, to be exact. But here's the kicker. One incredibly rare version has a minting error or unusual flaw that makes it worth a fortune. Most 1997 P quarters are worth face value, just 25 cents. But some have errors or misstrikes that turn them into collector gold. So, what kind of error are we talking about? Double die errors, where the design appears twice or looks blurry. Off-center strikes, where the image is misaligned. Wrong planchet errors, when a quarter is struck on the wrong type of metal, and most notably, missing clad layer, revealing a copper-colored core. .1 verified coin with a severe double die and planchet error recently sold in a private collector auction for $1.60 million. Yes, that much for a 1997 quarter. Collectors pay huge money for unique mint errors, especially when the coin is in good condition or has been graded professionally. It should be a P. Look at the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Are the letters blurry or doubled? Check the edge. Is it missing the outer nickel layer? A missing clad layer reveals a brownish, copper tone as the image misaligned or off to one side. Many errors are hard to spot with the naked eye. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can damage its value. Keep it as is. If your coin shows any of these signs, here's what you should do. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Without grading, you may not get its real value. But make sure they're reputable. Check recent sales on auction websites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections. Communities like CoinTalk or Reddit's r/coins can give honest feedback. Grading your coin can cost $30 to $100, but it's worth it, especially if your coin is worth thousands or even millions. Finding a rare treasure worth over $1 million sitting in your change jar. Check your old quarters from 1997, look for a P mint mark, and search for those rare mint errors. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that are secretly worth a fortune, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future finds.